All right, let's look at the debt that is being sold on the market to debt collection companies. This is auto loan portfolio from 2015. So a lot of this debt could be past the legal statute of limitations to collect $6,977,144.85, 307 accounts. The average balance is $22,000. Don't worry, I'm going to show you what you need to do if you have debt collectors reach out to you about these debts. Okay, now here's another one, motorcycle loans. This is a unique one. $951,362.54, 325 accounts. Now this here is uh, only getting ready to be 4 years. So there are some states that statute of limitations is 4 years. Average balance is 2,900. So these must have been like the cheaper motorcycles, maybe. But looks like this one here is a newer batch, but some of it could be past the legal statute of limitations to collect. And don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do if you have a debt collector come after you for this. All right, here's a mixed batch of credit card debt, $130 million. $130 million. 36,375. Average charge off date is 11/29/2010. Average balance $3,579. This is past the legal statute of limitations for every state. From my memory, I think there's one state that might be, but we'll check that in a second. Okay, so let's look at the statute of limitations. You can see here, if it was an open account, these are like credit cards, a type of accounts that are open, and these are regular written contracts, and oral promissory note. One of the things that you need to be aware of is that a promissory note could be a written contract. You will notice that some of the companies are using a promissory note instead of saying a written contract. You'll see that with the lending clubs. But look at this. The difference would be 3 years on the statute of limitations if you live in Alaska. So we got here, um, so for that motorcycle debt, or whichever one that was, credit card debt. Got a 15-year statute of limitations in the state of Kentucky. Boy, they really want to hurt you there. And then you got Ohio, 15 year, and then you got 10 year here and here. So some of those are right on the border. So now let me tell you what you need to do. If you get a letter from a debt collector, they must send that letter to you first. They cannot call you first. If they do call you, you don't answer any questions. You just say whatever it is, you send it to me in writing. You don't even need to give them your address because they should have that information if they're calling the appropriate person. Next, if you do receive the information, you have 30 days to respond to it. If you don't respond to it within 30 days, you're saying yes to the debt, and they will have legal uh, recourse to be able to put that information on your credit reports to hurt your credit scores and have that collection on your credit reports. Uh, so I'm going to give you a letter. If it's debt that's past the legal statute of limitations to collect, you don't need to do a debt validation. You just need to notify them that they're trying to collect a debt that's past the legal statute of limitations to collect according to the laws in your state. I'm going to give you that letter. The link is below this video. If the debt is not past legal statute of limitations, there is a letter called that I give you, cease and desist collection activities, and this letter is requiring them to give you the information to, number one, validate the debt, but also asking questions to see if they can appropriately come after you for the debt. So it's more than just a debt validation. It's asking some questions, making requests of things that they don't expect you to even ask for. This can get them to stop coming after you for the debt, especially for these debts that were these that are that old. There's a lot of debt collection companies, they're buying newer debt, but these are older debts. But regardless if it's older or newer, you should use these letters to deal with those. And then I give you a debt validation letter to kind of manage the back and forth that you'll be going through with debt collection companies, so you can make sure that they have all of the information before you potentially end up in a settlement phase with them. Most of the time, you won't have to if you get on this early, but if you wait, procrastinate, it'll just make it more difficult for you to be able to manage it. All right, if you need help with your credit, please visit us at creditrepairshop.com. Watch video on what makes us different so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. This will give you all of the information and ammunition that you'll need to be able to fight back against debt collection companies. And then again, you can grab my 3-pack of letters. The link is below this video. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder of creditrepairshop.com.